Okay. Going this way, right?
Yeah.
Going in. Okay. So here is, this is an occult site. Okay. So there you've got that. It's kind of cool. I got like a teepee set up. I'm gonna walk all the way over. And then they've got like a Pan's Labyrinth thing going on. It's really crazy. Okay. So there's the benches. This is, I mean, like they have school kids come here and lots of people come out here. There's actually a tale of some black monster that lives out here that I've heard a story about. But see, I wanted to go inside here. I was like thinking that it would be cool to find a way to get back here. You know, but it looks so crazy. And then I started to come over here. This is all Blair Witch in here. Okay, let's see. Ooh, shaky cam. Okay, here is, it's gonna get bright. I'm trying to face down. The circle of rocks. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, and then so I came over here around the circle of rocks, and I noticed that there was this metal stake and this metal stake, which made the square shape of the keyhole. And these keyholes are all over the other site. And the Washington, D.C. site, it's like shaped like a huge keyhole. And so I noticed that's like a square, almost looks like a grave or something like that. But I'm not saying it is, but it is that, a square. And this is the keyhole. And then I found the little red flags, and so I thought, well, these red flags are everywhere. It's kind of weird that they would put them there. It's not like they've put anything new there, except for that there are metal spikes there. So then maybe, but there's no metal spikes here, and there is a flag there. So I started to go, where else is there a flag? There's one. So I walked over to the red flags over here, which look like gopher. That looks like a gopher hole now or something. But I was standing in the middle of these trees because at the other site, and the trees are set up like circles. Like you can see that they're like a circle. I'm gonna go around. I'm in the center of this circle, and I'm standing here going like, what does this flag mean? Because there's no hole right here or anything. And as I'm standing here, I'm going, oh my gosh, I see it. And then I saw the opening. Can you see it? You can see the opening? See, and I would not have been able to find this if I had not followed that key, because you can't see it from all the angles. You would walk right past it. I walked over here several times before I found it. But when I came back here the first time, it was crazy because there was a guy that was leaving and I was coming up, and he was like in a suit, not in a suit, but in like business casual. And it was like a fresh, laid out dead rabbit right here. But what's crazy about this trail is once you walk in this little secret garden passageway, it looks like you can't walk through here. See? But in actuality, see the metal grade? This is actually built this way on purpose. It's actually quite easy to walk through. In fact, it's like it was meant to be walked through. It's perfect. I mean, it's like no problem at all. See, I'm in a skirt right now. No problem at all. And here we are. We can follow it, and it literally goes into like a Pan's Labyrinth. And this is where I just came out. See? You can't really tell where I came through. And see the walls? These are like tree. This is amazing. This is so beautiful. Here's the grapes. Let's take note of the black grapes. Black grapes, y'all. So here's the tree walls. This is scary. When I first came in, I couldn't get out. I had to go through a different way. My husband, I had to follow him out because I couldn't get out. And it kind of puts you into a little bit of a fright, I guess. And here's another dead end. See, if you were to run in there, you would see how the trees are all X'd. So if you were to come here like this, you would hit these trees and stuff. And then it comes around into a circle, opens up into a circle right here. And you have more walls of trees. So you cannot, if it was, especially if it was dark at nighttime, so let's say you brought somebody in here, it would be very hard to get out of here. Very hard to get out. Okay, so we know about Briar Rose. Briar Rose is the painting. And the painting says, here lies the whore. And it says something about she who holds the key. She'll return to smite the sleeping world awake. Something like that. And I'll get it exactly for you. But it's in the documentary, the Murder of Mary Magdalene on YouTube. It's a full free movie, so you can just get that movie and watch it. And I'm going to try and make my way out of this place, if this is actually where I came in. See what I mean? It's hard to, everything looks the same. There's a bunch of these little key channel sets. So there's an identical one over there. And it looks just like this one. And then there's another one over here. And they all look alike, and so you don't know which one to go now. And it's crazy. It's like Pan's Labyrinth, but it's grape leaves. It's the vineyard. It's really wild. I'm just going to show you. It's amazing. And these circles, see how the circles are? I'm obviously not the only person that walks through here. So let's try to get out of here. Through the grapes, through the vineyard. I have my safety blue shoes on. See how easy it is to walk through here? And then you can see this is truly built up to be what it is. There's metal in there. It's metal. And there was a dead animal here. And I felt like the dead animal was there to make me not want to go in. And it was like the guts were ripped up and there was like poop in it and stuff too. It was just really weird. And I was like, gosh, if I'm gonna conquer death, then I don't need to stop being afraid of it. And that's when I just decided to step over the rabbit and keep going. And that's when I found the little trail. So here's a little crazy key site. That's the square. And there's the trees that are in a circle that led me to the opening, which is there. Okay, and that's this portion. Now we're gonna head over to the Briar Rose. And the wild, I think it's called Wild Rose. And then Briar, we'll get there. But there's a lot of Joan of Arc and Mary Magdalene symbolism all throughout Visalia, especially with the Lover's Lane, all the big churches being on Lover's Lane, and then also Burgundy House is right there by this other site. So if you know about Joan of Arc, then you know about the House of Burgundy. I recommend watching a video on Joan of Arc and learning about the House of Burgundy and her whole story and how it relates to Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and that whole saga. So anyways, next video coming up.